Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print and Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today I am here to talk to you about a new little favorite creature of mine. This is the Wayne Goss Limited Edition Holiday Brush for the year 2021. It was just released at Beautylish and it is still available at time of filming for $95. Look how cute it is. Now this guy is used because I washed him when I got him and then used him in the demo. By the way, I did purchase this brush, just so you know. I washed it when I got him because you gotta resist the urge to just use right away. Trust me, I know the urge. But it's better if you wash them, not to get the ferrule wet. I do have a brush washing video and care video that I will link below for all of you. But I did use it in the demo to apply quite a few things, but let's talk about what you can do with this little flat top brush. And when I say little, I do mean little. That is how big it is. I have a very tiny little hand. I'm a kind of tiny little person, very small hand, and you can see it is about a little bit bigger than palm size for me. The great thing about this brush is how many uses. I have one and I need to obviously purchase more. Not only can this be used for what we use it for in the demo, we are going to use it, stick around, for both liquid foundation and powder foundation. We're going to use it also to buff in a finishing powder, and we're going to use it for bronzer. I'm dying to use it for blush. I haven't done that yet, but I guarantee you it would work. But the finishing powder, oh, it's amazing. But you can also use this to apply self-tanner. Now, I'm a big old chicken, and I don't put self-tanner on my face because, honestly, it would streak. I can't do self-tanner on my legs. It turns out wrong. So on my face, I wouldn't be able to go outside. So if you are braver than I am, and maybe if you are poor at applying self-tanner like I am, maybe this would change the things for me. This is a great way to apply self-tanner to the face, or you could actually even use it on the legs or arms. Why not? Also, this is great for cleansing. So if you want to buff in a nice cleanser and get a really good clean, and you want to use almost like you would use like an electronic little cleanser, but you want to just do it yourself, this would be great. Foaming up and using as a cleanser, you could just get it wet and then apply the foundation, or I'm sorry, the cleanser to the brush, and then go right in there. When we do foundation, dot the foundation on the skin and then buff in, which I'm going to demonstrate. But with cleanser, go ahead and put the cleanser right onto the wet brush, making sure to keep the ferrule dry. This is where the little bristles are glued in. Now, speaking of bristles, this is completely handmade by Japanese artisans. Centuries-old technique. It is undyed goat hair, and it is uncut, so it's really good for sensitive skin. So they don't cut the bristles, they just kind of hand apply them. It keeps them really, really soft, and like I said, great for sensitive skin. The oversized flat top, if you can see, that's definitely an oversized flat top there. It makes it really good for spreading on, whether it's cleanser or you'll see in a moment, any sort of face product, really. So I'm going to come back now with nothing at all on my face. Don't be scared, princesses. And I am going to show you how I already use this brush for so many different things. And there's so many more around the corner. I'm really excited to show this to you. So stay right there. Okay, so we're going to use the Wayne Goss Holiday 2021 brush for a few different things. What I've decided to do, since this will work on both a powder and a liquid foundation, we're going to actually use it on both. I'll show you what I mean. I have the Huda Glowish product here that's really glowy, kind of under base, and I have the Glowish powder, and I'm going to use one over the other, and we can use the brush for both. Now, since it is a foundation product, we're going to dot it on the face first. So I'm just going to kind of put it on my hand here, and I'm running kind of low on this guy. And I'm going to just kind of dot it on my hand and then dot it onto my face. Now this is just kind of a glowy base. I have nothing else on my face now. And I'm just going to take the brush now and just kind of rub it in there. Ah, it's really nice. Now I have already kind of played with this and washed this already. It's nice to wash these brushes when you first get them. And I know there's a temptation to just go ahead and use them, but it's good to just kind of get them all fresh and nice. And this one is fresh and nice. Okay, so that's a really kind of a glowy look that I'm starting with. And then we're going to use the powder product over it just so you can see how this works on powder as well. So on powder, obviously, you're not going to dot it on your face first. This rubbed that in so nicely, you guys. Okay, on powder, I'm just going to kind of go in and dot with the powder. and then buff. Now it looks like I'm pressing awfully hard. That's just because I'm kind of heavy-handed, but I'm not at all. These are uncut and so gentle and soft. I couldn't press hard if I tried, and that's saying a lot for me. So now I have super quickly done a really glowy, pretty base that I'm very pleased with. What I want to do really quickly though is I want to take another Wayne Goss product here. I'm going to take his Bronze and Contour Duo, and I'm going to actually just do a little bit of bronzing with this. I'm going to put it into the kind of warmer bronzer shade, just right flat into that. And then what I want to do is just kind of do a little bit of buffed bronzing, just kind of around the bottom of my face, and just kind of buff it in to give myself a little bit of color. And the more that you use this brush, the kind of, it just feels like it just fits your face even better and even more. Now obviously I do need to add, I'm doing my order a little wrong here just for demonstration purposes, and obviously I do need to add a little bit of concealer and things like that, but you can even use this for blush, you guys, believe it or not. You can even go right in there and buff in a blush. You can also use this at the end to kind of buff in a maybe like a Guerlain Meteorites or any sort of a finishing powder. In fact, I actually think we're going to do that. So let me get on some makeup and then let's use this little guy for a finishing powder as well and see how that goes. Stay right there. Okay, I went off camera and just kind of finished my look once I had my base on. And now, since I mentioned Meteorites, let's give it a try. These are the Golden Holiday Release. And I kind of went with a gold look today using Wayne Goss's Tourmaline palette and using his kind of golden chrysanthemum lip gloss. So I'm just going with what's on the cover here after I shook it. And then I'm just going to kind of dot and buff. Oh, look at how that's smooth. Let's go right into the Meteorites themselves. This is my favorite of the finishing powders. There's a lot of good ones out there. And I like a nice kind of slightly glitzy finishing powder. And you see how that just pulls the look together. And of course, because we have this beautiful flat-topped soft brush, it just kind of blends it all in. And I don't know if the camera picks it up, but what I'm seeing on my end, let me take the mirror away there, is a really kind of just smooth, really holiday look, pretty evening look, just kind of a really glowing complexion thanks to the Glowish underneath and the Meteorites up top and how soft and supple the brush is. So at time of filming, this brush is still available for $95. I highly recommend it. I am going to try it on a blush as well. I don't think there's anything this little guy can't do, in addition, of course, to cleaning. Obviously, I'm telling you that it's still available, and obviously I need to go pick up more than one myself, because one is not going to do it. Let me tell you that right now. Leave your comments below. I always like to hear what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so I can see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.